Good evening, everybody. This is ButteryGreg, and I'm here with a friend of mine, Foreigner, who's going to be casting this game with me.
Hello.
We are looking at game number 2 of Team Legion versus Area 51 Gaming, and in particular, we've got Area 51 Gaming's rAz spawning as the orange Terran in the top left, and his opponent's going to be Team Legion's Cool spawning as the blue Terran in the bottom right. Sorry, did I say top left? Top right for rAz.
Yeah, top. Hey, who's counting?
Yeah, left, right, basically the same thing, right?
Yeah, more or less, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Greg, we're looking at this map. We have TVT here. Who does this map obviously doesn't initially benefit anybody, but what are these Terrans going to be looking to do on this kind of a map?
Well, I would say that Cool actually has a drop advantage, because it's pretty cool here. Like, you see where the third base is, sort of. It's outside of the natural up a ramp. There's an air gap between that and rAz's main.
Right.
And Cool has kind of the same thing off to the left of his base, so it's a pretty good map for drops, because you can just sneak in through there, and if your opponent's not looking, you can get in there and do some serious damage. I'd say that Cool is favored in that position because it's kind of between him and rAz for the drop path, whereas rAz has to go all the way around.
Sure.
Kind of interesting.
So rAz is a pretty powerful proxy play if he wanted to go all in on that sort of a thing, but on a more natural kind of game, Cool is in a better shape.
I think you could say that, yeah. It's true. rAz could definitely do some proxy starport play, and that would be super effective, because once Cool scouts him, he's not going to be looking to the left of the map at all.
Right. Well, it looks like neither player is going that way. We're looking at a pretty standard play from both of them, right? I mean, they're right on pace with each other.
Yeah, it's definitely just sort of a standard opener so far. Nothing cheesy.
Yeah.
Which I think it's always kind of fun to see a little bit of cheese here and there. We saw a really standard game 1, so I think Cool kind of took advantage of him in game 1. I know you didn't get to see it, but Cool took advantage of him. So I would have sort of expected rAz maybe play a little bit riskier, a little bit cheesier, just to try to get a win here.
So interesting enough, Cool has not sent out a scout at all, and right about now, rAz knows exactly where Cool is. So rAz is now aware of this disadvantage he possesses with the drop space, right?
Yep.
But Cool himself does not know anything about that.
That's true. I'm a little bit surprised that Cool hasn't scouted yet. However, the reason for that might be the second gas timing. He could be going for a Banshee play early, and in that case, you generally don't need to scout quite as fast. We see his SCVs actually moving out now, so he's going for pretty late scout, like you said.
Yeah, so Cool is working on that factory right now. He's already got the tech lab up, so I think you're probably correct in what you're saying. And rAz himself is actually working on a factory, but remember, he does not have that tech lab up.
Yep, absolutely. And we do see a Reaper from Cool, so once he figures out where rAz is, he can actually get in there and do a little bit of harassment.
Okay. And yeah, this is a pretty bad place for Reapers, too, because they can get up pretty easily.
Yep.
Okay. So, right now, Cool has that tech lab. rAz does not. He has a little bit better. He's more heavy on supply right now. What are you looking at right now? So from Cool, you see that one Reaper. Do you think he's going to stay with Reapers? What do you think he's going to do?
Well, generally I've seen these Reapers sort of as a harass. I'm a little bit surprised that he's getting a second Reaper. He hasn't done anything with them. Normally, you'd only see players continue to add Reapers if their first Reaper was a very effective harass tool.
He's actually sure enough, you have a starport coming up for right now. It looks like he's going to switch the starport with the barracks and get the tech lab going down. I mean, do you think that's correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we're looking at Banshees probably.
It'll be interesting to see how rAz deals with this. He hasn't scouted yet. He does have the engineering bay going down right now, which is excellent timing. He's going to get turrets up in time.
Right, so rAz has indeed scouted, actually. It's Cool who hasn't done the scouting.
That's true.
So, yeah, rAz is the factory with the tech lab right now, and he is building a siege tank, or he's researching siege tech. I apologize.
Yeah, I guess I was going more for he hasn't specifically scouted Banshees. There's probably a couple of different things that Cool could have been doing.
Yeah, we have a Hellion from Cool coming up right now.
Yep, and his Reapers got denied a little bit there. This is actually a double height hill, so the Reapers can only come up in a couple of specific places.
Right.
It looks like rAz
so
helped out pretty easy.
Is the Hellion here designed to get vision for the Reapers? Is that what's going on? The Hellion comes up?
I think the Hellion is mostly just to help deal with Marines, because it gets bonus against light armored units, which Marines, of course, are light armored.
Right.
So if he can get inside the base, because Reapers do bonus against buildings, right? So if he gets inside the base, he's really good against Marines, and he's really good against SCVs, actually with both of these units.
This siege tank is going to repel this right away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He does have to repair this depot, though, before it dies. I hope he
Well, then again,
notices.
it's pretty incredible timing from Raz, actually, getting that siege tank up just in time to stop this.
Yep, and he even got his Marines out there, and he picked off both Hellions and both Reapers. It's kind of a big loss for Cool
So
right now.
I think Raz is definitely ahead right here. He's in pretty good shape. I mean, what do you think Raz's next move is after he holds off this Banshee?
Well, he's got to be careful here because Banshees with really good micro are actually able to beat Marines. As we saw, he picked off one of the Marines there. He's got another Banshee in production. Cloak is almost done, but so are these missile turrets. So I'm not
Gotcha.
sure. Cool's actually doing a really good job right now. He's sniping the SCVs. Raz does have a scan, but his Marines are slightly out of position, so he's not going to be able to kill the Banshee.
Okay.
This could be a really quick GG. He's actually done an incredible amount of damage so far. Here comes the second Banshee. Yeah, I think this is almost certainly over. He's got a 20 supply lead. He's picked off the SCVs on the missile turrets again. He's really down to 4 SCVs, man.
Yeah. Well, not much to say about that. I guess, Cool is building another command center back on his end, calling down a mule. He's ready to go on to the next stage, but it looks like Raz certainly is not.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got his expansion and everything. I'm not really sure what Raz is actually sticking out for.
Where did this game go wrong for Raz?
I think he didn't get the missile turrets up in time, basically. He got a little
What
too
should have tipped
distracted
him off?
by the Reapers.
What should have tipped him off?
I'm not sure if he was able to get up inside the base, but mostly just the second gas geyser would have been the big clue, and then the starport location, but he definitely didn't see that. His SCV was
Okay.
long gone.
All right, it's TBT. You see what Raz saw, but you don't see the second gas geyser. Suppose you didn't get there in time to see that. Now, how do you deal with what Cool threw at Raz if you were Raz?
Mostly, it would have probably come down to a little bit better micro. I think he could have controlled and handled that because he had some scans built up. If he'd clumped up all of his Marines and ran them down there under the Banshee, he probably could have picked off the first one. We've seen that happen a lot in GSL, where there's actually some really good Banshee defense.
Right.
So I think Cool actually also outplayed him just a little bit,
Yeah.
not just the build order issue.
Right.
Wow, this Banshee's staying alive with just 2 hit points. He's going to get
Yeah.
a tank kill.
And Cool's got his expansion going up already. And I guess to go ahead and get the final kill, he's sending another Banshee. He's got a couple of tanks up. This is really a formality at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sometimes in best of threes, when players are done, they really they want to struggle to hang on because they're kind of unhappy to lose to these kinds of things. Because Banshees
Sure.
sometimes are cheesy, but
I think Banshees are extremely, well, not cheesy, but frustrating, certainly.
they're frustrating
right?
for sure. Yeah. If
Yeah.
it was like 2-port Banshees or proxy, I guess that would be pretty cheesy. But this is just frustrating. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame to lose that way because the siege tank timing was so strong, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It was definitely good timing, but it looks like he's just going to leave the game without a GG. So that's 2-0 in favor of Cool, and another match won by Team Legion. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back hopefully with Foreigner here, if you guys enjoyed having him cast with me. And we'll be back with some more games pretty soon, I imagine.